I would say that will be a proper good morning, guys. I have no idea how I got here. Drove through the whole freaking country and got a world to see style. We ended up just by ourselves at one of the most famous spots probably in the world. Welcome back to Sri Lanka right now. We're overlooking this city of Kandy, and let's say it like that. Last minute, completely changed my whole plans in Sri Lanka. I really wanted to go the classic tourist route, take the nice train, go to the nice bridge, take the nice photo like everybody does it. But then I was like, yo, let's get my hands on the scooter. Let's just freaking head out. No idea what we're gonna find. North Star of today's trip is gonna be the Sigiriya rock of like this ancient civilization that used to be there. Basically, gonna be heading there. Don't know if I'm gonna make it. Honestly, it's like a 3-hour drive. It's already 4 p.m. It might be dark by then, but yeah. Beautiful view of Kandy. We're gonna be rocking out. Let's see what kind of adventures we're gonna get ourselves into today. Hopefully only the good ones, but spontaneous days, they're the best. So let's go. Alrighty guys, so we're hitting the road. I have to tell you, it's absolutely beautiful. There's a unique nuance to the nature around here. It's on the one side very tropical. You have some like fields with buffaloes, palm trees, but because we're also still fairly highly elevated in Kandy, it's so green, so lush. There's some like old beetle on the road. Hope it's not Ted Bundy's. Might be though, to be fair. And yeah, what a vibe driving through the back streets here. Alrighty guys, so one moment you're driving through like super peaceful jungle, the next you are in a very busy city. Wow guys, this is a magic moment right now. Sun is setting, I'm listening to some epic classical music, and we pulled up to some type of lake. I have no idea where I am. This is my road right now. People are swimming down there. I wish you would hear the song that I'm listening to right now. Some epic old western. Guys, life's about freaking having stories to tell at the end. Building, growing, achieving is amazing, but doing it in a way where you have stories to tell at the end of it all. You have climbed the mountains both metaphorically as well as physically, and sometimes both. And I think all the way freaking back there I am seeing my final destination. It's gonna get dark any moment. In case I'm not gonna film today, see you tomorrow morning. Wow, this is beautiful here. Good morning, friends of nature. Alrighty, so we have arrived. This is the Pidurangala rock viewpoint, also some type of temple, if you will. So from what I hear is the main Sigiriya, the lion rock, the one we're going to be looking at hopefully in a second. Costs like $30 to go in. I'm sure it's going to be also full of people. This one, don't know, probably gonna do a little donation here as well. Generally I like to kind of like have my own rocks. This one is definitely also very popular, but I like to always find like a quiet spot to enjoy it a little bit. I'm sure there's already a good amount of people up there, but yeah, nice and early. Let's go up. Here's the entrance a little bit. Over here? Okay, tickets, yes. So, right after this, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yo. We're heading up. So here in the temple, we're walking barefoot, just how I like it. Usually I do my hikes in flip-flops, If it's a really tough hike, we put on the chucks on, but that is definitely my favorite option. I don't think it's like a big hike or something. From what yesterday I drove by here, asked somebody, they said it was like a 20-minute little cheeky hike, so gonna do that. So basically here's like a jungle of rocks. They put in like little stairs on the side of it. We're going up. Nothing can stop me. I'm up. So here's kind of like a little first stop. A white Buddha statue with some nice pink accents. Whew. Already getting a little bit of a view here, but oh yeah, that's pretty much where we're headed. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go up. Should we go up? Let's go up. Yeah. Come on. Alrighty guys, so heading up. So it starts to become a little bit more tricky. You're kind of like walking in between of the rocks. You have a dog joining you if you're gonna be nice. Just saw a couple going down. I asked them because I was wandering around the wrong rocks a little bit. It's not hard, but let's see. Adventurers. Seekers of truth. Keepers of freedom. We got the Buddha of the Pidurangala rock. We got the dog. Hello. And we got an absolutely amazing view. I think we're gonna be up there any moment. A good bunch of people are going down, not many going up. Just the way I like it. Ooh, it's a bit tricky here. Up. That will be a proper good morning, guys. I have no idea how I got here. Drove through the whole freaking country and got a world to see style. We ended up just by ourselves at one of the most famous spots probably in the world. It was an adventure. Probably gonna use that as an intro for this video whenever I feel it. I like to record something like that. Yeah guys, so got a world to see style. This is kind of like where most people pass through to get up there. I'm actually gonna be a bit quiet. Gonna leave my backpack here for a second because I think the main viewpoint is actually over there. So again, either decent shoes or even barefoot perhaps, Tarzan style. We are at the Sigiriya area rock. I think this one's called Pidurangala, something like that. Basically, wow, I think there's always like a good crowd coming for sunrise, which is as of right now heading out. Always a good amount of dogs waiting for people to give you the snacks. But yeah, truly in many ways a very magical place. So back there I was just flying the bird, saw there's a good amount of people at the main site, which is the Lion Rock. Back here a little bit less, a little bit more quiet. So yeah, especially just being in the morning, there's a little bit of haze on the mountains. You're thinking this place, I'll look up when they estimate it to be built, but thousands of years. And just how vast the landscape is. Truly, truly a one-of-a-kind place, probably in the world. You know me, I've been to quite a couple of places, quite a couple of viewpoints. So just in terms of the nature, one of the best. But considering the history, the mythology. Wow. And also, it's fairly chill. Just walk in. There's like no like shops or anything. It's a pretty natural place, everything. So yeah. Enjoy. Found myself a little quiet corner, honestly super peaceful. To share with you a little bit the story of the Lion Rock. I've heard it was part of an ancient civilization, and I've just looked it up a little bit more precisely. So basically 400 something, the year 400, like over 1,500 years ago, this used to be the fortress of the king back then. So it was an ancient civilization. They have built it up on the top, and just the thought of it, the thought that over 1,500 years ago, this was, let's say, the base of a king. It's absolutely incredible. So after the king's death, I've read that it has been abandoned, afterwards used as a Buddhist monastery. And yeah, so from what I hear, the entrance in there is $30. You can walk up there. I see people actually walking from here. But honestly, any day, probably personally, unless you're like really into the history, I would prefer just to sit down here, soak it up, and this is kind of what I'm doing here right now. I'm telling you guys, there's something about human nature which is quite interesting. We always like to go to areas where other people are. We look for other people doing what they do, and then we match it, just in a sense of, as you can see, nobody here. And in the one small space, when you just first get up, actually what I showed you, there's like 50 people. And so basically, if you come for sunrise, there's probably going to be a good amount of people here. As of right now, we're pushing like 8 a.m. Other than at the entrance, is pretty much like you hear it. There's nothing here. Quite a magical place on the Sigiriya rock, the Lion Rock. You see some people walking up, and yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up today's little scooter adventure that we had. I'm probably gonna add in a couple of clips on my way back, depending on how interesting it will be. Perhaps even make a full video out of it. But yeah, I've kind of like was making my choice towards the end of my Sri Lanka trip. Should I go to Ella or should I go here? I have 4 or 5 days left. In Ella, it would have been the train. It would have been like the more, let's say, regular touristy route. Just got my hands on the scooter, drove through so much of real Sri Lanka, which really gives you a feeling of how people live. It's like sometimes people say like, oh, what is there to do? You know, there's like nothing. Like if you just go to like a regular provincial villages. But I think that's actually exactly where everything is. Not to like, you know, virtue signal or sound like all like deep or whatever. But in the sense of the moment people are not used to see you, the moment you quickly drive by on your scooter, you can see kind of the real life. You can look at people's faces. You can see what they're doing, what they're up to. You can experience the country for real and the certain little nuances that every, let's say, different tribe around this world has. And yeah, drove through some Hindu villages, through some Muslim villages. It was really interesting, and ended up at the end of the day here at the Lion Rock. There's some monkeys running around trying to steal people's stuff. Something to keep in mind. But yeah, one of the most epic places in the world, without a doubt. And if you're new here by any chance, I would say this has been the Sri Lanka video series. I think there's a couple more videos coming. I've been here for 1 month, really felt out the place. Spent like actually much more time in Colombo than I thought I would. Really enjoyed that city. If you do it right, in my opinion. And yeah, went out a little bit. It's not a big island, but yet still I think there's a lot of reasons for me to come back. So yeah, you're also welcome to join me on Instagram. There you can see where I am right now, and generally on the channel I talk about the idea of building a life of freedom around the world, a life with more autonomy, a life on your own terms. Of course, one side is monkey's coming. Not for my shit, my man. There he is. Little bastardo. little bugger, and he looks so vicious. Seriously, I wish you could see him better. Like some monkeys, you know, they know it's tourists up on this rock. These tourists got no balls, right? Am I right? Am I right, little bugger? He's picking up something seriously hilarious. So where was I? Yeah, of course, one thing is financial. Another huge one is mental. You don't want to be the guy with the girl with the golden handcuffs. And another one is a certain just adventure and change of scenery. So I'm pursuing right now a goal of, after years of travel, setting up multiple bases around the world, bouncing around, kind of like chartering new territory of this certain remote living or living in different locations. And that's what I've been documenting here for the past few years. And come on, now I'm gonna go after you, you monkey. Seriously, I want to take you home. Little pet, come here. Mankushnica. What are you up to? You good? Yeah, so what it seems like is that monkeys attack you if you are a little bit intimidated, whereas they don't even want to bother with you if you kind of like go towards them, unless you do it too close. So yeah. Yes, and up, you can just maybe tap in it real quick. Up. All right, cool. I imagine you do some fire like couple content or something like that. Nice. Yeah. Are some monkeys over here? Look at them. Look at these little buggers. The reason I'm a little bit upset at them is because one of them just headed over and put this thing here in my backpack. He didn't make it all the way through. I stopped him, and honestly, you kind of have to respect the effort a little bit. So let's say it like that. Today, we're gonna really dive into local Sri Lanka. I have a scooter. I'm on 2 wheels. I have a 3-4 hour drive ahead of me back to Kandy. Just gonna take you through the local villages. I really wanna feel the country out a little bit. So this is a very, very epic place. I would say let's roll in the last video. You can see the journey here. So let's roll a little bit the bird's eye perspective. Hopefully the monkeys are not gonna finish my backpack in the meantime. And let's go. So looks like we're living here pretty much now, huh?
We really are.
When did you guys arrive?
4 a.m.
Really? Here? For real?
Yes.
Wow. Dedication.
Yeah.
Meditation and yeah,
You never know. We've done 3 months in India and we're used to fighting with crowds.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, let's just get early, get the spot, stay there.
Yeah, you seem very, very chill and experienced with the crowds. India?
Yeah.
3 months?
3 months
In a row?
in a row.
Nice. What was your Instagram? The
2 Lost Voyagers.
2 Lost Voyagers. Check it out.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're feeding the monkeys,
I'm
right?
feeding the monkeys. This
Yeah.
is not the healthy food they can have.
Well, but check it out. I mean, he was snacking on this over here. Look at it.
Oh, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
He's coming?
Oh, he's coming more.
Oh, look at them.
All of them. Right. Hey, what the fuck are you? Where are you going, bro? I'll give you food, but not the bag, you know? It's okay. Take some food. All of you.
Give him an inch, you'll take an arm. Well, guys, it seems like at this point they have accepted me as one of their own. After eating my bag, how can I be too mad? But, you know, any moment they're gonna stab you in the back. This one's getting ready. Oh, baby.
Ooh, ci stanno circondando. Oh, hello, boy. No, don't go, don't worry.
It's okay, we're friends.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
We're friends. Are you hungry?
Alrighty, heading out, climbing out here a little bit. Not a hard climb, not an easy one either. Whoop.
Much easier from there.
So yeah, basically around 9 a.m. I feel like there's nobody up there right now.
No.
Completely empty.
Afraid of the
Yeah, it's too hard right now.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you come for like a tanning session with some drinks and stuff like that, actually,
That'd be nice.
yeah.
Or sunset.
Dangerous.
See, then you cut your head like Perita.
Little perrito.
You coming or what? It's like a, what is inside?
Secret box.
So if I go to the airport, I can put my drugs inside.
Okay, no problem.
No problem?
No problem.
Good.
Yeah, of course.
No problem.
Ah, wow, how convenient. Nice, okay.
Perfect.
Well, I did leave my key inside of the scooter, so let's see.
Yes, finish here. Very nice to meet you.
You're the monkey protector, bro.
Yeah, I tried
This
my
man
best.
up there managed everything. All right, great meeting you guys.
Always.
Have a good one.
Yeah, and in
hope to
case
see you
we'll
around,
see you
man.
somewhere around the world.
For sure. All right. Cheers. I want to see the Sri Lanka videos. That'll be good.
Yes.
All right.
Sure,
You
yeah.
pumped me up. So.
I hope so. I hope so. That was the goal.
Be safe,
All right.
man.
Bye bye. I'll try.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Will do my best to be safe. Okay, so got back from the Sigiriya rock with my little Blue Demon scooter that I rented yesterday in Kandy for pretty much 24 hours. So as of right now, just gonna more or less pick up my stuff, chill in the room for a little bit. Actually found myself a nice little, I guess you could call it resort in some way. Just a little bit the area, very nice and lush and green. So actually yesterday at night I arrived, I was like, this is a bit too fancy for the night. I just want to spend the night. And on booking it was like 31 or something dollars. So I didn't expect it to be as nice. And then I was like, negotiated down to 25. And so it's called Sigiriya Nature, something like that. And the plan is going to be to really drive through the villages. So it was really cool to meet the guys up on the rock. They're just starting with YouTube, so I gave them a little bit of input, a little bit of secret ideas. Sigiriya Nature is the name of this place. Let me show you my room. It's called the Peacock. I would say for a reason they put me in there, all right? Things don't happen on accident. The other one's the green parrot. That's certainly not me. So here, Peacock, $25. Let me find the key, let me show you. Okay, so got our way inside. To give you a quick little tour, I was actually quite pleasantly surprised. Last night I was like, this is a bit too fancy for the night, but actually quite happy. Ended up staying here last night, just was doing some stuff on the computer here, listening to a nice little podcast for a couple of hours. So actually, even if I would have more time in general right now, could totally see myself staying here for a couple of days. Great value, good vibe. Let's go check out the pool a little bit. So the mission is going to be, it's a 3-hour drive. We're going to go through the local villages. Yesterday it was more like already towards like sunset, so I didn't see as much. And today, yeah, we haven't eaten yet, so let's go local, maybe have a nice coffee somewhere here in the tourist area and then explore properly. Let's check the pool here. So even got a nice little pool here. Ooh, water is nice and cool. I would totally jump in, but it's already time to leave. Sigiriya Lion Rock, which is this over there. We have this guy standing. Wow, big one. You're seeing in the back is the Lion Rock, and this guy is dancing here. So it definitely has an owner, obviously. Eating some coconuts here. Funny. So guys, I think this area is actually fairly famous for having a lot of elephants that wander around. Also during the night they told me to be careful when driving, and yeah, his positioning is truly something.
Hello.
Guys, what a ride it was. Honestly, didn't stop too much. It was absolutely beautiful. One of the most beautiful rides of my whole life. The only place that honestly genuinely can compete is two places. Number one is pretty much anywhere in the Philippines, not everywhere, but islands like Siargao, some of the El Nido area, some of the Cebu area, just in terms of the palm trees, the lush scenery. And also what I loved that only Philippines can compete with is just you see the real life on the sides of the road, and obviously very different, very unique, so both, you can't really compare them. In terms of scenery, it reminded me at times of Krabi. So Krabi, famous with its limestones, absolutely epic place. And yeah, definitely Sri Lanka is going into my top 3 most amazing drives of all time. We're back right now in the town of Kandy. Cool place too. I stored my luggage basically here over the past couple of days. Let's go pick it up and see from there.